He wanted the devil. Well, you got him.
By the time the morning of August 13th, it'll be the talk of the world going, hurry up. Let's get this election pulled down. Let's right the right. Let's get these communists out, that had taken over. And you'll see, when I say that, and they'll say, well, what's going to happen to all the people that were involved? I don't know. Right now, the biggest concern is getting this election pulled down. Donald Trump won. I mean, it's pretty simple. Okay, and there were many down-ticket senators, too, that they did, too, and stuff. You'll find all that out.
I'm going to say something that's a little bit controversial, a little bit, some people might say hateful, but at this point in my life, I had 28 years old, my first video with me at 28. I really don't care. Mike Lindell should have stayed on crack. I don't care what you have to say about that. I don't care. Some people, their lives are better when they're on drugs. They're more fun, they make more sense, or more they're harmless when they're on drugs. Because you see, when someone is on drugs, say cocaine, weed, or crack, or heroin, or something like that, when they're on these drugs, and they say or do something crazy, especially say something crazy, you can mostly just write that off. Just like, oh, you're just on crack, you're just on drug, just shut up. They go, oh, there goes crazy Uncle Lindell, But when this person is not on drugs, or at least you don't think they are, and they say stupid crap like Donald Trump is going to be sworn in, is going to be reinstated as president on August 13th, like 9 months after the election was done with, that's when you know it's sort of like, dude, you've got something wrong with you, bro. Now, some people think he's a grifter, that he's just doing this for attention. I don't think so. I think Mike Lindell is a true believer. Like, not only does he believe in this stupid shit, his brain has been... Okay, so... Ow. So, crack can damage the brain. I have... Not crack itself, but I've seen how drugs can damage a person's mind. I personally know people. Not name names. But... Drugs... Cocaine's a hell of a drug, if I may do the Dave Chappelle, Rick James thing. This guy's claiming that he's got all this evidence that he's going to present to the Supreme Court, none of which he's willing to even hint at, like, what sort of evidence do you have, that he's going to present to the Supreme Court in August, and that in a unanimous vote, 9-0, like, even the liberals who hate Trump, are going to support Trump. They're going to reinstate him. This is at the same time, and the lawsuit is like against the Dominion voting system. This is at the same time that Dominion is suing him for defamation. Because here's the thing: people who've said all this other crap about Dominion, the voting thing, they've eventually backtracked when they first like, oh, nope, I'm not getting a lawsuit. Michael Lindell's like, nope, fuck this. I'm going double, triple, quadruple, whatever down. I'm sticking my guns. I'm sticking to my guns. I said what I said. I'm going to be like Donald Trump and never correct what I said. So it's either one, the drugs and the devotion to Donald Trump has ruined him, or two, he's back on crack, and therefore I would have, and if that's true, I would have to withdraw what I said. But if he truly isn't on drugs, then he's batshit crazy, and he needs to go back to... Because at least when someone's on crack, you can just write them off as a crackhead. But this is a guy that, for some reason, people listen to him, like they might not take him seriously, but he gets worse with every day that every time someone puts him on camera. People, stop putting him on camera. The more you react to a troll, and I know I'm reacting to him right now, but no one's going to pay attention to me, but the more you put him on television, the more you feed him, the worse he gets. This man needs help. This man needs to be Baker acted. needs to be put into an involuntary psychiatric evaluation indefinitely for the rest of his life. Sorry, but once you're like that for life. There ain't no readjusting to society after saying that crap. And he's also it's like the communists have taken over. Name one communist in Congress. Name one Congress in the administration. In fact, do me a favor. Define communism. What makes someone a communist? What makes someone a communist? And no, it doesn't. It's not believing in gay marriage. It's not believing in political correctness. Communism is an economic ideal. Now, I'm not defending communism. I think communism is a failure. But unlike a lot of these baby boomers, I know what communism is. And no one in Congress, not the White House, not the Vice President, not the House, not the Senate, not the administration, no one in office is a communist. Word communists just become the next boogeyman. I heard the guy from Humanist Report compared to like how people used to say the word, how my generation, or at least the 90s millennials used to throw out the word gay for everything. Like, this dude got detention. Oh, that's gay. And it also reminds me of this little bid by Jon Stewart about Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett wrote an op-ed. Is he completely a socialist?
Is Warren Buffett a socialist? You really have no clue what socialism is, do you? Hey, that George Clooney always banging different broads. What a queer.
It's just like these people don't know. It's just like how the Warren Buffett thing with Jon Stewart. It's the same scenario. It's the same logic with calling Biden a communist. You know, first of all, he's not a communist. And you people throw around the word communist and socialist so much, it's like you people probably can't even define it. You probably can't even define capitalism. Like, it's like these people, all they know is buzzwords. And then he's saying, ugh, that felt good. He's saying shit like, oh, the down ballot Republicans. So not only is he claiming that voter fraud happened to throw off Trump, that voter fraud happened to defraud or get rid of Republican senators, which would include here in Georgia, what was their names? It's been a while. David Perdue and carpetbagger Kelly Loeffler, who wasn't born in this state. Not entirely a nativist, but you know, if you're going to have candidates run for Georgia, I would rather they be born here than some carpetbagger. You know, I'd vote for Ilhan Omar if she was here, but you get the idea. But you know, when you have someone who was born in the country, have someone who was born in the state. But still, but anyway. Like, but they never claim, oh, voter fraud happened, like Mitch McConnell's race or Lindsey Graham's race. You know why? Because they won. Because Republicans are fucking sore losers. My own father, who voted for Trump, been a Republican his whole life, or at least since since Reagan. But you know what? He doesn't believe in all this shit. You know why? Because my father, while he's a stingy prick. He's not delusional. My father is not a delusional man. He accepts that, hey, Republicans lose sometimes. Just like I accept Democrats lose. I accepted that Hillary Clinton lost. Even though I was 8 years old at the time, I accepted that Al Gore lost. And John Kerry lost. And Bernie lost. I accept that Bernie lost. Twice. And if, unfortunately, knock on wood, Nina Turner loses both the race in Ohio and when she inevitably runs for president, I will accept it. I won't come up with conspiracy theories. Yeah, because you know why? Because I'm not delusional. I don't worship Bernie Sanders or Nina Turner. I love them and I hope many success, and I wish Bernie had won, and I hope many success with Nina Turner. But if they lose, because here's the thing about me. My ideology doesn't hinge on this one person. I don't worship Bernie. I love him, but I don't worship him. Like, my ideology will move on without Bernie. That's what a lot of people in the Trump wing, they don't understand. They worship Trump. They think their world will end if they don't have Trump in the White House. Like I said, like, it doesn't matter who is in the White House. As long as someone with my ideology is implementing that ideology, I don't care who it is.
There could be a fucking black, Mexican, Chinese, demisexual, lesbian, feminist, otherkin in a wheelchair with no legs and shit.
And as long as they were implementing my ideology, you know, helping people, Medicare to all, Medicare for all, tuition-free college, ending these wars, police reform, you know, all the, yes, the shit that Bernie wants, yes, it started with Bernie, but you get the idea. As long as I don't care what their identity is, I don't care who they are, I don't care. But Mike Lindell, he's lost his fucking mind. And you know what's going to happen? Assuming there's no violence on August 13th, he's just going to move the goalposts. Oh, did I say it was on August 13th? It's going to be on the day after Halloween. Just imagine, like, you have the great Halloween! Like, oh, COVID's over! And then the day after, it's like, oh, Trump's back. But, okay, I'm going to lower my voice. Just, they'll never stop. It's like the doomsday people. They'd say, oh, the world's going to end on this day, and then all of a sudden, it doesn't happen. And so, they just moved the goalpost. Oh, there was a miscalculation. The deep state was involved. So, it's going to be on this day. He's never going to stop until someone puts him in a psych ward for the rest of his life. By the way, there is no, psych ward for this amount of time. No, once you've hit a certain age and you've and I know, some of you are like, oh, you're 28, you don't know. I may not know a lot. I may not know as much as someone his age might. But I know certain things. But, yeah. There are certain people, they're not going to change. I don't have faith in oh, people change all the time. Maybe some people. But there are some people that don't. I know I'm not going to change who I am. I know Mike Lindell's not going to change who I am. I know Donald Trump's not going to change who he is. Joe Biden's not going to change who he is. Oh, and yesterday I partook in my first union activity. I voted for a contract for $12 an hour, and while I was there, I got a free complimentary hand sanitizer. Brain melted for a minute. My girlfriend thought it was pretty cute, and it's like, hey, union approved hand sanitizer. Also, I found out that I could get discounts for places like Goodyear tires. The manager that I was supposed to talk to about that wasn't there today, but I'll talk to her tomorrow. Anyway, let's just pray that there's no violence on October 13th when this is supposed to happen. Stay awesome, stay progressive, and may the force be with you.